Be talking about Bitmain's Antminer Z9, which is going to be a fun little topic we have for you guys. But yes, I'm in America. We're in a new location. Everything's going to be changing for the next few weeks. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch so that you guys can catch me when I live stream, twitch.tv/UFDisciple. We also have a Patreon if you guys want to support us monthly, if you want to keep everything going around here. And then also, we just love you. Thank you guys so much for your support and your generosity while I've been on the road. It has meant a lot. Anyways, let's jump into the topic. So whether you've liked it or not, mining giant Bitmain has been on a friggin' warpath over the past few months. It's like they took a long, hard look at various cryptocurrencies claiming to be ASIC resistant and went, hold my rice liquor. I mean, just recently the company started shipping their Antminer E3 targeting the Equihash algorithm, which is completely stupid. I hate that Antminer anyways. And then a mere month before that, they cracked the crypto night algorithm with the Antminer X3. But just when we thought that they might be getting bored with throwing various mining scenes into turmoil, they announced the Antminer Z9 Mini, the first ASIC miner built for the Equihash algorithm, which is used by coins like Zcash, Zencash, Bitcoin Gold, and Hush. So in this video, we'll dive into what this new miner will be capable of, how all of this will affect GPU miners, and what it would mean for coins running on the Equihash algorithm. And so first, let's take a look at the hardware on offer here. Antminer Z9, small in size, but big on performance. The first thing to note with the Antminer Z9 is that it's actually a really small ASIC, relatively speaking. It looks to be a lot shorter than a majority of Bitmain's ASICs, and with a weight of just 3.5 kilograms, which is about like 7.5 pounds for, American people. It's also one of the lightest. It kind of seems like they saw that a lot of people using the Zotac 1070 Mini are like, hey, we can do that, but better, and mine the same things. So the aforementioned E3 and X3 models that we talked about earlier come in at 13 and 7 kilograms respectively, which, in case you're wondering, is more like 27 to 30 pounds and then like 15 to 16 pounds, somewhere in there, because it's like 2.2. It's not a direct double. And so those take up a fair bit more real estate compared to the Z9. From what we can tell from the picture on the Z9's official product page, it could also be a fair bit quieter, only sporting one high pressure fan instead of the usual dos. But don't let its diminutive stature and, mousiness fool you. The Antminer Z9 looks to be an absolute beast when it comes to mining Equihash. Bitmain claims that a miner is capable of hashing out a massive, my friends, massive 10,000 souls per second, give or take 5%. And those are conservative estimates. In case this doesn't sound all that impressive to you, because we have mega hash and gigahash and terahash and all that, let's keep in mind that the most popular and best GPUs for mining Equihash right now is the GTX 1080 Ti, and it only has managed around a hash rate of 700 to 900 souls per second, going from 1 to over 9,000 in a blink of an eye. So even more remarkable is that the Z9 accomplishes its insane 10,000 souls per second hash rate while only drawing about 300 watts from a wall. A 1080 Ti without any overclocks or undervolts draws 250 watts from the wall, excluding the rest of the system power. You include that, you're at 300 watts, and only manages 1/14 the hash rate of the Z9. No matter how you slice it, the Z9 is a technical masterpiece when it comes to power versus hash rate, unlike the E3, which is a stupid piece of crap that can go fly a kite. It's overpriced, under-delivers. I hate that thing. Even if you hate ASIC miners, and the Z9 especially so, you can't argue with how impressive those numbers are. Even Son of a Tech, who's also not a major fan of ASIC miners, couldn't help but praise the technology on offer here. Good job, Blind Run. For interest's sake though, if you had one of these machines pumping out 10,000 souls right now, you could expect a return of around $38.82 per day mining Z Classic without calculating for electricity costs. Another area where the Z9 impresses is price, coming in at $1,999. Wait, what? 2,000 bucks? That's a buttload of money. How is that a good price, Breed? Well, considering you need about 14 1080 Ti's to match the hash rate of the Z9, and each 1080 Ti will cost you around $700 right now, meaning a total cost comes out to components of $9,800. It's a pretty decent price. Of course, that 2,000 bucks just gets you the miners, so you'd still have to pony up around another $105 for a power supply and around another $200 for shipping, but still, 10 grand versus 2 grand, 80% off, and then you also get 14 times the power. It's simple maths, quick maths. That's a dead meme. Stop bringing it up. So the Antminer Z9 Mini is currently available to order through Bitmain's official store and will start shipping sometime between the 20th and 30th of June. By the way, June 20th, my birthday. Send me presents, guys. Should we get a PO box? Just thinking out loud here. Send me presents. Unfortunately, for massive mining operations and scalpers, there is a limit of 1 miner per customer account, and they will not be shipping to Hong Kong, Macau, or Taiwan. So is Equihash GPU mining dead? Well, the Z9 is a monstrous little machine. So monstrous that unlike the E3, which aforementionedly I so hate, it could have a significant impact on miners, whereas the E3 was just like, it's a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy that. Whereas this is just like, holy crap, that's impressive. So it could have a significant impact. See, even though the Antminer E3 offers a bigger hash rate and lower price and similarly capable GPU mining rigs, the hash rate doesn't seem to us to be significantly enough to completely push out GPU miners on the Ethereum algorithm. This is surely part of the reason Ethereum decided not to try to prevent ASICs from mining on their network, at least for now. And you know, the whole proof of stake thing, we did a video on that. Check that out there in case you're wondering what proof of stake is. We tried to do an idiot's guide for you. So the Z9, on the other hand, has huge potential to be extremely disruptive once they go live on the Equihash algorithm, even though there's suspicion that they've already been mining on it for a while now, but we'll talk about that a little later. The Z9 could be so disruptive that they'll boost the mining difficulty of coins running on the Equihash algorithm to new heights and lower mining rewards in the process, making GPU mining a far less attractive option. So basically what happened with Bitcoin mining and many of the other algorithms that got the ASIC treatment, exact same thing is going to happen here. So this could be a major blow to miners using Nvidia cards, as Equihash has been one of the most profitable algorithms to mine on with those cards for a long time now. All that being said though, we think these new ASICs hitting the market could actually be beneficial to GPU miners. So listen to what we're saying here, okay? Beneficial. So now, as we've discussed before, Equihash is by no means the first and likely not the last algorithm to receive the ASIC treatment. To speculate about what will happen when the Z9s start entering the wild, all we need to do is look at what happened with Bitmain's X3 crypto Antminer when it came into play. One of the core principles of most cryptocurrencies is decentralization, which essentially refers to no one entity or group being able to take control of the currency's network. That makes sense. So this makes the currency more secure and the network harder to attack. When ASICs start knocking on a coin's door, it's a major threat to decentralization. This is why when the X3s came knocking, oh, there's a table right here. Coins like Monero, SumoCoin vowed to fork and change up their algorithms once again to become ASIC resistant. Well, they did just that, and when GPU miners switched over to those new algorithms, they were met with lower difficulty and higher block rewards, making the mining of those coins much more profitable than they were even before Bitmain started shipping the X3s. And while it's hard to prove, many, including us, believe the reason for this is that Bitmain had been running these X3s on the Crypto Night network long before they started selling them to the customers. So like the difficulty had already been jacked up when you just forked it, even though they're not even on the market yet. Like it just dropped the difficulty. So with the switch to new algorithms, these ASICs were booted off the network, which made mining with CPU and GPUs on those algorithms profitable again. And you know what? It looks like we might be looking at a similar situation when the Z9 starts shipping. Zuko Wilcox, a founder of the ever-popular Zcash, and probably the best name I've ever uttered on this channel, stated in a forum discussion that even though Zcash wasn't intended to stave off ASIC mining forever, and that it likely won't be possible for the coin to remain ASIC resistant long term, that is the goal for right now. Further adding to his desire for the coin to remain profitable to mine with GPUs, Wilcox states that, quote, if Venezuelans try to import ASIC miners, i.e. for Bitcoin currently, then they risk having the miners stolen or extorted by the army, which controls all the imports, end quote. And so, remaining ASIC resistant is important in cases like this. Bitcoin Gold, one of the biggest and well-known coins built on the Equihash algorithm, has also made its stance on ASICs on the BTG network extremely clear, far more fervently than Zcash at that. The team behind BTG stated in a post on their official site that they will absolutely not allow ASIC miners on their network. They claim that, quote, ASIC resistance is central to their mission, end quote, and that the fundamental reason for BTG's creation was to help wrest back the crypto space from the relentlessly monopolizing tendencies of ASIC mining, end quote. So how do they aim to accomplish this? Well, according to the blurb, they might respond in two different ways, quote, either by modifying how the Equihash algorithm is implemented, or by changing to an entirely different algorithm, end quote, or according to the team, quote, perhaps we'll do each over time, end quote. We haven't looked into any of the other popular Equihash-based currencies, but we imagine many of them will announce similar plans sometime soon if they haven't already. So ASIC's good for everyone? So while ASIC machines have historically been a major threat to GPU and CPU miners, boosting mining difficulty to astronomically high levels over the past few months, we've learned that they're not nearly as scary of a prospect as they used to be, with more and more of the most popular and promising currencies vowing to keep ASICs off of their networks. And in most cases, following through with said vows, GPU mining will remain viable under the right conditions for the time being, and it will likely become even more viable if the Equihash coins you're mining do decide to fork the ASICs off of the network. As for the coins themselves, while more computational power provided by the ASIC machines could be a major boon to the stability and speed of their networks, staying as decentralized as possible is ultimately a far bigger benefit to all involved. That's not to say that Bitmain's new Z9 will be entirely dead on arrival. It's unlikely that all of the Equihash coins will decide to fork, instead deciding to embrace the machines, just like in the Matrix. Wait, did they embrace the machines in the Matrix? It's been so long since I saw that movie. What do? No, they fight, right? Or no, like Neo goes back in and then like he decides to have peace, but then the Oracle. That ending confused me. Like, what's up with the Oracle with the boy sitting on the park bench? I didn't get it. Anyways, it went over my head. Matrix Revolution was crazy. But because most of the Equihash coins are valued significantly lower than the popular ones that will fork away, the Z9's incredible hashing power won't be worth nearly as much as when they arrive as they would be right now. So let's sum up everything then. The Z9 Mini is a crazy impressive machine, and those mining the more popular Equihash coins don't really need to worry about them all that much, and ASICs are ultimately not a bad thing for the crypto mining market anymore, especially as they become cheaper, because the more people that have them, they become more ubiquitous, because, you know, graphics cards are so open because you can just buy one, and if you can afford an ASIC like you can afford a graphics card, then it makes it so that everybody has it, and it can still be decentralized, except for there's only one producer, one to three major producers, whereas with graphics cards there's multiple producers. And then also to mention that in like emerging markets like Venezuela, where you have to import it, governments could seize these assets, and then like with the graphics cards, like what they're going to see somebody playing video games, versus like they know that this is a money-making machine and could actually cause difficulties and, you know, just steal it and mine all the Zcash that they want. Anyways, what do you all think of the Z9 Mini? Are you going to pre-order one? Have you had your eyes set on mining some Equihash algorithms at tremendously fast rates for a long time now? Do you think that this is a bad thing for GPUs? Do you think this is a good thing for the mining market in general? I want to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation, a discussion, either in the comments down below or in the community Discord. Links are in the video description. You can also use our affiliate codes that are in the video description to pick up graphics cards if you're interested in that, or outdated Antminers on Amazon or Newegg, anywhere you want. You can also find links in the video description on how to support the UFD Tech channel, whether on Patreon or through donations or by using our affiliate codes. All of that's in the video description. I really have appreciated your support, as life has been crazy. It has been since the middle of February. I've been on the run from the government. I mean, I have been evading police. I mean, crap. That I've been traveling. It's been 3 months. Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Please get subscribed to stay up to date on all of our tech-related content. I am Brett with the UFD Tech channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.